right? We not having that. We want to build a community, forever. Kids win, we win. Period.
Somebody knocked on the door like there's the police, right? Remember you was like, you can't make this shit up.
You can't make this shit up right here. We ain't full either though. I do not know. Yes, I do. It's A.J. Peterson.
Yeah, welcome back. Class in session. Welcome everybody to another episode of A.M.UNIVERSITY. I'm your host, Antoine Miller. Are we on?
Marshall Falk, 828.
Ooh, that's a good number.
Hey, champion.
It was some good players that wore 28. Who else wore 28?
Warwick Dunn.
Ooh, yeah. There was a lot of good people that wore 28. What's up, Wayne?
Ain't none.
How's your week going, brother?
Darren Woodson.
How's your week going, brother?
My week doing good, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to Ray Ray.
The Ray FOOKS. My girl.
GOAT.
One of the best. I didn't see everybody that ever played for Woodrow Wilson. I heard stories about, this girl was that like, it's kind of hard to top this girl as far as Woodrow Wilson alum. But you played at Woodrow Wilson, finished your career at Townsend, and you started a clothing line. But we'll get to that in the end. But first off, how you doing, girl?
I'm good. Thanks for having me on the show.
Good to see you. I know, finally. You sound like your brother. Like, it took 20-something episodes in to have family on the show, but, we got to it. So, let's start from high school, right? Let's start from high school, because you was a very talented basketball player. Right? So, which a lot of people fail to forget. Everybody want to talk about Cannon High, that DeJuan Wagner team that won the TOC, and they just forget about the Woodrow Wilson girls team that did it, right? Because it's only 3 that I know of public school that ever won it, right? That Shawnee team in '95, they won the TOC, right? That Cannon High team and this Woodrow Wilson girls team, right? So like, if you think about that, it's unheard of for public schools to do that. For me personally, it's even more unheard of for a team that like y'all that won it, because y'all ain't necessarily, let's tell you what it is. Y'all ain't necessarily like each other, and people that's why. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Tell them what the TOCs is?
Yes, you're right. So the TOC is the Tournament of Champions, right? It's in New Jersey. In New Jersey, I don't know how it is in any other state, but so it's the real best team in the state. Everybody say they got state champions and stuff like that, but if you look at it, like, it's really state championships from this bracket and that bracket and that bracket, and you call them state champions. Like some regions, they call sectional people state champions. That ain't really a state champion. The TOC is literally the last team standing in the state of New Jersey, right? A public school from Camden won the whole thing. Like, and if you think about that, we're going against private schools that could recruit, that could give kids whatever type of money they want. They could recruit from all over. Everybody on her team was straight out of Camden, right? And as a sophomore, she was the best player on the team. It is what it is. Like, it is what it is. So let's just start there and just talk about that experience. Let's start from your freshman year. Talk about how you transitioned, and because you was always playing with older girls. Did you know you was that good in the beginning, or did you like feel like you had to play the back seat because as a youngster it's like, maybe I need to just wait my turn? Like, how did you feel going into it with your talent level?
It was tough, like having my dad and the other guys, they all in my ear. You come on, you this, you that, you
right.
do this, and then I'm going to practice. And like the coach telling me one thing, and then the girls treating me one way. It'd be like, I remember when it was the beginning of the season. I remember I scored. It was like a Friday night game.
This your freshman year?
Freshman year. I think I scored like 20 points, right? And I came in the gym, and nobody say nothing. And I'm just like, oh, all right. So I'm just like, I was already quiet, so it was just like, okay. So the next game, another person scored like 20 points. They come in the gym. It's like we won a championship. I'm like, oh, okay. So this is how this is. But it was like, it hurt my feelings. And my dad used to be like, they not your friends. They blah, blah, blah. I just wanted friends for real.
Okay.
I wasn't really.
Like, you 14.
I wanted friends. I'm the youngest person. Well, not on the team, but the youngest person getting playing time. Everybody else 16, 17.
Did it confuse you?
Yeah, I was very confused because I'm like, why is this person getting praised? And they acting like I lost the game.
What you do wrong? Type of thing.
And then like the coach not saying nothing. And it was just like, and it took like to the playoffs for Coach Sid to come to me like, yo, and he had to pull me to the side, yo, you got the green light, because he could see it, like he saw me like fading into the back, because like, all right, y'all, I'm just scoring when y'all need me.
Shout out to Coach Sid. You always
It's a piece, right?
You who?
What's this?
What?
What's it?
Sid, the one that could play. The one that could play. I don't know his whole name, but you know Sid. You know him if you saw him. But she always talked well about him, no matter what. She always talk. Shout out to him. He always tried to give everybody confidence. But go ahead.
Yeah, he would work with me when he would do one-on-one workouts with me before practice. He was like the only one who would like show me that I had it besides my family telling me it. So that gave me kind of confidence, but I still would just sit in the back until we played hard teams, and then, the game get hard. Then, all right, here I go. Then I'm about to start just grabbing all the rebounds.
I got so mad. I used to get so mad at you about that. When they played the really good teams, that's when she would perform. But when we playing the subpar average teams, they don't need me to be the best, so I'm gonna be okay. Mm-hmm. As a freshman, sophomore. Go ahead.
Yeah, that put a lot of hurt on my confidence in high school. That's why I say high school basketball was the worst for me. Like I didn't even love basketball in high school. I just was playing to get into college because I needed to I wanted to go to college, and I knew I had to get a free ride to college.
What did you think about us? Because obviously we was Ray fans. But you knew me. You knew I understood basketball. I wasn't just saying that because I love you. I knew you was really good. Did that play any importance in how you went to practice or how you played in the games? Or did it confuse you even more? Because I would understand it if it did confuse you even more.
I mean, it's a little of both because, like I said, it made me play hard games when I knew they needed me. But like in the other games, it confused me because these other games are when everybody's having fun except for me. I'm just sitting there, and like he would take me out. Oh, he would sit me. I would only play like 5 minutes in them type of games, and then like I'm just like everybody else is just having a ball, scoring layup time, and I'm just sitting here like just mad at the end of the bench. I don't understand what's going on. And then but when we play the hard teams, that's when when I'm in the game, like everything everybody tell me, like, yo, you the one, you this and that, I'm thinking about it in those games. But in those games when I'm supposed to drop 30, all that, I'm just on the bench just mad because I'm not understanding why y'all not happy when I score, but y'all happy when this person scored.
What are you?
I don't know, man. Brother Taj came on. He said I had some thoroughbreds on my team. There was a lot going on. And then my mentor Nam said our mind wasn't right. Boom.
So you changing your stance because a couple people said what they said.
Hey, bro. Number 3 to play football. You know, man. You know what?
Look, all right, because you are so you opened the can of worms. All right, we'll just get into it. How important? How many you scored?
Hold on.
You might like 1,500, 1,300, something like that.
I'll tell you exactly one second.
It's flex, right? It's flex.
No, it's not. It's not.
She did her senior year. It wasn't your senior year. You did this either, was it?
No, it's because somebody
I think she did it
But
junior
you do
year.
it like
it's because
you might have did it sophomore.
It's because somebody just posted it.
She might have should have did it freshman year.
No, I scored 1775.
Someone scored 2 stats.
I thought it was like 1,200, 13.
No, I was
1775.
Girls until Nelly broke my record.
She was on some.
Oh man!
And I still ain't get my ball for that, so I had no proof.
And you wasn't even gunning. and you was trying to be friends with people. You scored 1,700 trying to be friends with people. How about that?
How much did she average, dog?
Bro, you play freshman year, bro. I don't know. You do the numbers, bro. I have no idea. But if you play since freshman year, you should at least get 1,000.
I didn't even like.
She got 1,700.
What was crazy? I didn't even start freshman year at first. Remember that?
Nah.
He had me playing JV freshman year.
That was like that was
I
Charlotte.
remember
You was on the team with Shalimar?
No, she
No?
wasn't there. No.
Who was there?
It was our senior.
Who was there? Name
with
it.
Modest.
Name it. Name the team, man.
It was Devon, Tish,
Shout out to Bugsy.
Modest, Deja, Chill. Who else was playing?
And then baby girl from Woodville
Ashley.
came on your team.
She wasn't
Ashley.
there yet.
Ashley
Oh,
wasn't
Ashley
there.
wasn't there yet? Sheesh.
She,
Oh, I knew y'all had.
No, matter of fact, she was there. No, was she there?
Who was the little chick, the light skinned chick, like Isha, like you know, she was like a little young girl that just came in. Like,
Don't nobody else really matter. So how important? So
she didn't matter.
So how important did you feel
I used
about
to beat
scoring
people so
1,000?
bad.
Like
That-
was that a goal of yours, and was it like an accomplishment? If so, yes. If you say yes, then why?
Of course, that was. Anytime you walk into a high school gym, that's your dream to be on that board right there. That me personally, I wanted to. I thought things was gonna be different. I was trying to chase WAG, honestly, because I thought it was gonna be different.
You never told me that.
No, for real, because you know, remember in Morgan, I got number 21 because I used to see his banners in Morgan, and I was trying to chase him. And then I went to high school; it was totally different. My high school experience was totally different from his. So I was like, "Oh, dang, I ain't gonna do that. I'm gonna just get mine when I can get it."
She said I was trying to chase
I was trying
WAG,
to
bro.
chase Wade. WAG. Not you. I'm sorry, bro.
She knows
So-
what she meant. She knows what she meant.
So going in there and seeing that right now, that's really you get a good feeling going in there and seeing your name up there.
That was the motivation, like just to leave your footprints there. I want people to know I was there.
I gotta think about it. Baby Boy he was in Cleveland. He's doing his thing. Like that was what was popping at this time. It was him and Dipset.
I mean, him in Cleveland wasn't.
And me and her big brother was Dipset in the hood. He was in Cleveland and we ran the hood. Correct?
You know what?
Yes or no?
Nah, I ain't think
He was in Cleveland playing basketball.
I don't know
Me and
that.
Dashawn ran the hood.
I don't know what that got to do with anything. We talking about.
Yeah,
Alright. I had to put that on film.
Yeah, we gonna put it on. I'm just saying. I don't know how that correlates with what we talking about. Because
What you mean?
She a little different though. Like my argument with you is like
No.
you scored 1,000 points at Canada
No, my
High.
argument. No. Let me break it down. She just said she was chasing WAG. I just came underneath him, taking his fucking spot.
True.
So you know I'm chasing the shit. So what you think I felt? So I said, all right, fuck all that. I know what I can do though. I did that.
Yeah, but she in a
Me
different
and
boat.
Dashawn ran the streets while he was in the NBA.
So
And then his little sister ran in the high school circuit. It was Ray FOOKS.
So what you saying is you took over that part of it,
No,
but not the on court.
me and Dashawn ran the streets. Like we ran the streets. Like I'm trying to tell you, like it happened.
Yeah, right.
That's it, man. I'm wilding now. I feel like I'm wilding.
Nah. I know exactly.
I'm wilding.
I know exactly what you're saying. I know exactly what you're saying. But you know, I'm just talking about this per se. Like she got a different boat because what Wilson history books look like as far as basketball, right? Like she could have really been on top. Her and Reggie Welch. Like
No,
that was really attainable for her to be on top of the Wilson history books.
And then because of Nyla Wallace, her is the best. They are head to head to the best Wilson basketball player to ever play in Wilson.
My point is though, she could have got to the top of a list. To me, that's totally different.
I just
came
told
to
you the
high.
name that they did it too.
No, you're not hearing me though.
Okay.
Regardless if she passed her or not, she could have possibly
Am I
got
lying,
to the
River?
top.
Remember Nyla? Well, you don't remember, but you know the name.
Yeah, I remember chasing
At Canada
him.
High, it's no chance of getting to the top. Like, and it's 75 other dudes that did the same thing. So how important is that?
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm
Canada High
wrong.
different.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Just that you on a list You scored 1,003 points, but I'm on the list. Like,
But you
I
just said
don't, I don't know.
So you saying it don't mean nothing?
To me, it don't. To me, it don't. You just. This is me personally, though. I'm not you. I didn't grow up in your shoes. This is just me personally.
It's like a fraternity. Once you get in a Diamond Point Club, it's like an underground fraternity that you solidified.
Okay.
Well, how about this? In Wayne's world, that's how I feel. So when I step into the club when I'm like 50 and I'm with my little Vinny Walls and D Block and my Tavares and who else scored at that? Brewer and Taekwon. I want to be like I'm gonna feel like damn, like I wasn't as good as y'all. Y'all was good. Y'all was better than me, but I'm gonna feel like that.
Why?
Because y'all still stat.
But you know the truth.
No, I don't know the truth because they got the stat.
All right, man. We moving on. Now you just talking crazy. Like,
but right though, y'all. Everybody.
The people that saw who played know though. Why would you say what you said the other episode about you think?
Because everybody just said
that the 03 team could beat DJ and them right now.
Because everybody just said they know I had a part in their life. I'm just talking shit.
You had any regrets about high school?
Y'all never love me. Y'all don't love me back, yo. I noticed that. Y'all don't be loving me back.
Don't matter, Wayne.
I love y'all though.
You had any regrets about high school?
Yeah.
We done talked about this about 7 times with Wayne. What type of regrets you had about high school? What you could go back and what you would do different?
Yeah, high school. It doesn't have anything to do with basketball. I would have stayed at that charter school I was at.
You went to Wilson?
No, I would have played. I was still playing basketball there. Then I transferred to Wilson for school because I wasn't ready for college. And if I really wish I would have stayed at that school.
Can you talk about the not readiness for college for the college students that's ready to go into college and think that it's just you going into high school again, or like tell them like you going to, can you tell them about college?
It definitely ain't high school again. I thought it was gonna be like how people used to say, like you get there, this person gonna help, this person gonna do your work, this person gonna write this paper. You get there,
some blue chips type of shit.
Totally different.
Nobody even say nothing to you. You like, whoa.
Totally
I was
different.
just in practice with you.
You don't got no help.
Don't let your student card decline at the register. The dude that you was just practicing with sticking, he just walked past with the hot dog and soda. Didn't even pay the chick.
Ain't nobody worry about you because it's the next man
in college. It's a lot of stuff that
this
happens
person
in
behind
college.
you just as good at you.
It's a lot of stuff.
In high school, they not as good.
So talk about that. Both of y'all. I want to hear both of y'all because you ain't really go to the Florida A&M experience. Did y'all go in it thinking like just how good you was in New Jersey? It's the same way going into your college atmosphere?
For sure. Let me tell you, the first day when I went to MCC, right? First day we had open gym. We was playing open gym. I got a steal, right? And I'm just, you remember how I used to always do that layup like that? I could jump up there.
Lazy.
Right?
I hated that. It looked good, but I hated that layup. I know exactly what you're saying.
I got a steal, right? I come up, I'm doing all this and that. My teammate, Sharmini Watt, she came, give me that. I was like,
ain't nobody ever do that to you in your life.
What?
Nobody ever blocked it.
This is different. Ever since then, I turned up. After that, it wasn't no more. Like
you had to perform every day.
I thought I was just about to just. No, that's not the same.
You can't take no.
Everybody else just as athletic as you. No matter what somebody looked like, she didn't look like she could play basketball. I was the first when I seen her. I was like, why is she here? When I seen her, we got on that court. Different. Never do that again.
So it was when you woke up late that day? Did you? Wait, no, you didn't. Oh, no, you didn't even practice that day. I'm sorry. You didn't even practice that day that happened, right?
Alright. So since he brought it up, damn, shit. So the reason why I got cut from Florida A&M team is because the first day of tryouts, I went out with the what can you say? Like the blue chip players that came there. And they came from Chicago. Darius Glover, Jay Thomas, Rob Thomas. Those 3 players. I went out with y'all 3 guys. We went to the club Chubby's in Tallahassee. And I couldn't wake up in the morning to get to practice in the next morning. And as soon as I walked in late, he told me to get out the gym. And then that's how I ended up coming back to New Jersey. So that's the story. Wayne, the third, Prince, and Chance. That's the story of why Daddy didn't really make it, because I was partying. That's what happened.
It's a business, man. Like, it's a business, and we need to tell more of those stories. Like, y'all high school people think it's sweet. Like, nah. Like, it's really not. First of all, like she said, everybody is just as good as you or better, right? And then you got a coach that his whole livelihood depends on if you can play. Mm-hmm. His livelihood, his family eats depending on if you can play. Like, what are you gonna do with that? Like, so y'all really need to think about these things before choosing what y'all doing. The most intriguing thing I want to talk to you about, though, because I can't, this can't get old to me. Like, because it was a shocker for me when I walked into this gym too, because I thought Ray Ray was the best. I thought she just needed to be pushed to bring that monster out. I thought nobody. She was going to UConn, everything. Like, nobody could mess with her. And so we doing, it's AAU season.
That's fair.
It's AAU season. I thought it was fair too at the time. But we doing AAU, right? Ray playing for every AAU. They giving her all this stuff, giving Kendu and Suge everything, right? The works, right? We go to this one AAU joint in Delaware, and we don't know anything yet, right? I don't know anything. We walk into the gym. Ray's playing for a Delaware AAU team. I don't know anything, right? But it's packed. It's packed, right? And I just keep hearing this name, elenadelledonne in the stands, right? I'm looking at Dashawn. I'm like, her brother. I'm looking like, yo, man, who's this girl they talking about, bro? Like, that's all I hear is this girl name, right? Man, she's on Ray team. She's the best player in the WNBA right now.
Mm-hmm. No, for real. She took 2 bird spots.
I look at this girl started playing Wayne. I was like,
She's
Jesus
different.
Christ.
She played just like she played that when we was 12.
I was like,
no, I remember.
I said all of this is
I'm
accurate.
a basketball. I was just
All these people coming to see this girl is well deserved.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, cause you know how it is. Like, first of all, us coming from where we come from, we think nobody good enough as men, right? Mm-hmm. and then we see better. And now women, you know, it is what it is. We think that if we see a really good woman's basketball player, that's that.
Yeah.
It ain't no other woman, like, there ain't nobody else messing with this person right here.
She won a 3-point contest in All-American game too.
Man, listen. How was that experience going into that? Because did you ever practice with them at all, or you were just playing? How was it an experience going into that and seeing that level of talent? Knowing your skill set and knowing what you could do, because you played with us. You played with boys your whole life, right? How was it going into that with that experience?
That was hard. And that, honestly, that was the first time I told my mom, I was like, I don't want to play basketball no more. That, because it was just me coming onto a team of 10 players who have been playing together since they was 5 years old. Mm-hmm. And I'm coming in here 12, 13. Y'all already got chemistry. Mm-hmm. And I'm just here this little black girl just from the city just coming in here. Like, who she think she is, first of all? Mm-hmm. That's how they used to look at me when I came in that gym.
That's the first of all.
And then
that's first of all, right there.
Wait, hold on. So they made you feel like an outsider?
Yes, definitely. And then we used to go over their houses and stuff. It was definitely awkward.
Remember our AAU team, Twan?
It was terrible.
We didn't feel like outsiders, though.
I mean, because we was out. I mean, hold on. We didn't feel like that because other things. Because of men's stuff like, you feel me?
That's different. We have fun with them dudes. Like
because
Yeah,
that's
it's
different.
I played on when I played on the Bells, I was the only black person, but it was it was more of a family.
But
like,
when you were
they're already they got their that's them right there, and they only brought me on there for one reason.
To what?
To stop playing against me.
Oh, wow.
Oh shit! I never knew
That was
that.
smart.
Yeah. To stop playing against
Wow,
me.
I never knew that.
Wow, that was tough. That's a gem right there.
Yes.
Alright.
Wow, yeah, nah, that I don't
That
know
might
what
have
to say.
happened.
Yeah.
That might have happened to me.
I felt bad
high
though
school.
when I did that, like, cause I did that to the Bells, and that's the first AAU team I ever played.
Go back to what you just said. What you said to your mom, though. Why did you not want to play basketball no more at that moment? I think that's really important.
That experience, no, it's just the way it made me feel. The way it made me feel, I just felt like I didn't fit into basketball anymore.
It wasn't the talent. It wasn't the talent.
Yeah, no, because
It wasn't the talent.
that team was the bar for me.
Yeah.
I thought that was how I was gonna do in college. Everything. I was like,
That wasn't it, right?
like we was about to leave for practice. I was like, I'm
That
not
wasn't
going.
it, right? It was what you said in the beginning of the podcast when you said you was just looking for friends.
I wasn't looking for them type of friends. I was looking for friends like me.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't even about it wasn't about our experiences or anything. They were way different. It was different. Like
Yeah.
the privilege was just through the roof. Like
Yeah.
you walk like you going to your teammate house, right? I'm used to going to teammates' houses that's just like mine. I go to somebody's house, they house look like a mall. Like talking about let's go to my bedroom. Can I go to the bathroom? I'm lost.
You lost. You only gotta get back.
I'm
to
not
them.
used to this. And then like they looking at you like you crazy.
Wow.
That type of stuff that hurts a kid trying to like imagine being a teenager, just becoming a teenager and dealing with the stuff.
You was privileged, right? To witness that. I'm glad you said that.
I know that now,
I'm telling
but
you,
back then I didn't understand.
Think that's privilege?
Yeah, to see that. To see how other people, you can actually see it.
I mean,
I don't think that's privilege.
No, but
She's not benefiting from it.
That kind of hurt my confidence.
Right.
But
You got to go back, and her reality was amazing, but you got to go back to your reality. You just saw a whole different world.
Yeah.
And they could do anything in their world, and no repercussions of it, and all these things. Like, you got to go back there.
Everybody got a cousin from the suburbs that come see you in the hood.
They do?
I don't got that cousin.
I do. I got a cousin that used to come. I used to live on Hatton Avenue, 425B. When they first put them apartments across the street from CAMDEN Care, across the street from Hatton Avenue, when they first built them, they look nice now still though. I was there, and my cousin used to come from Lawnside and Glassboro and Salem. They used to come stay the night with me in Camden. And they thought it was the suburbs for some reason. Because it was a nice street. Hatton Avenue was like.
Well, I think what I'm trying to say, and I think Ray trying to say the same thing, is most people from the.
She was privileged to see that. See a mansion.
I think you gotta use a different. I think you gotta use a different word because it's not privilege though. It's people from the inner city most likely don't see that.
Because they not
right, and it's like a whole type
she was
of
good enough to get to that level to get to a Della.
Yeah, but it ain't about basketball. It ain't about basketball no more.
Everybody ain't talking to Della DeLone personally. If she DM Della DeLone, she gonna be like, I remember you, Ray Ray.
Right, but it wasn't about basketball no more for Ray Ray.
She gonna, I remember you.
But she never said nothing about talent though. She didn't say she was scared of the talent.
Did she say Kim God?
Because of the credit.
What Kim God said?
Right. It had nothing to do with basketball no more.
It wasn't. You heard. You gotta pay attention to what she said though. She said that it wasn't even about the talent. It was about the fact that they didn't want to play against her no more. You see what I'm saying? Like, so don't even dismiss that point of the whole thing. It was like, we wanted her, and then we gonna sit her right here, and we don't gotta play her no more. Like, let's not dismiss that. And the mental aspect of it, like, bro, like when you go into these environments and you see these type of cribs, like you feel as though, like, dog, like I thought I had a decent life. You start second guessing yourself, like, what the hell is going on here, bro? Like, that's a whole. As a 15-year-old, I can't even fathom. Like, what are you talking about right now? It wasn't even about the talent. She can get busy with any of them females. That's why they got her in the first place. Token black girl. Like, come on, stop.
Ooh, token black girl.
Token black girl, I never heard that.
Like, come on,
Like
dog.
that.
Like, she would got busy with any of them. We knew that.
Damn, I don't need. You never told me that story. I want to.
I never said that to nobody. I don't even think I ever even told my mom that. Cause I don't even think, was they? I know it was just me and my
child, though. Like, you not doing that.
Yeah,
You
you
know
can't
what I'm saying?
maternalize them,
she made the best
materialize
decision,
those
but at
type
the
of
end the
thoughts.
day, that cost you because you should have stayed with your OG team, and you reflected it now as an adult. Now you know, like, because your thing is, your mom, your parents never did all of those things, so they don't know. Like when Dash was even telling his story about football, like now he knows. So when he talked to his kids, and when your daughter, you know what I mean, when you start deciding your family, now you can put these jewels on you because you're the first generation athlete that ever did it in your family. So you got to make these decisions and whatever. That's a 15-year-old. Like, come on.
Right. That's
You know what
not
I'm saying?
fair.
That's why this podcast is instrumental to that, because at the end of the day, they know they can reach out like, yo, coach, what's this and what's that, right? You can relate these stories. You creating a baseline, a history of things where people can go back and reflect like these different experiences, like my man the attorney last week or whatever. Like you can look at him like, yo, listen, well, he had this and he made that decision, or this person had this. You see Dashawn's decision or whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like a history of things that you see that you never get to see before. You know what I mean? It's a child. Come on, I can only imagine. And Ray wasn't even that. She was shy.
And we.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, you shy as hell. Like, come on, like, you don't know what to do in that shit. Like, yo, man, I don't want to quit, but this ain't me. And it's like, yo, this is the right decision. When adults is telling you, like, yo, this is the right decision for you.
Right.
Come on, bro. Like, you not gonna know what to do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, think about that. Like, yo, you a child. Like, you going up there and it's like, yo, I don't want to be here. But, yo, nah, this is the right decision for you. Look at who you playing with. Look, it might open up so much more avenues. Look what the perks they giving us. They just bought her off.
Yeah, essentially. You know, and that's the whole real reason for this platform. Like, people that look like us not talking about these type of things enough. Like, they probably don't even remember who DeRee Fooks is right today. If they still got that AAU program, they don't know who the hell DeRee Fooks is.
Right.
But at the time, they wanted to use her, right? Like, and that's what I kind of with you. That's how I feel about, you know, that. Right, from my standpoint, like, that's how I feel. Like, people used us, bro. Like, used the shit out of us, right? And it's like, you gave everything. And what you get in return? And I'm not talking about you. I'm just talking about everybody. Like, that's messed up, bro. We kids, bro. We not even mature enough thinkers mentally to, you know, like, even understand what's going on.
That's the truth.
Right? Like, we trying to figure it out, and these supposed to be adults, right? So you should say the right thing, and you should know the right thing for me because I'm a child, and you got my best interest, right? Quote unquote.
The right classes or nothing. They just put you in which was going to qualify you to play.
So I should listen. So I'm gonna listen to you because you're an adult, and you got my best interest, so called. Like, that's messed up, man. That's messed up, yo. What you think about the landscape of basketball right now, women's basketball? I know you probably don't follow it much, but any that you do see, what you think about the landscape of women's basketball? I'm curious to know.
You see what's going on right now with the NCAA?
The women? What,
See
something
that
happened?
food they feeding them?
Nah.
Why the guys eating steak, shrimp?
What happened? Nah.
They feeding the women jail food. I didn't even know
Yeah.
what was on that girl plate.
Man.
The weight room, they just gave them a couple of dumbbells and some yoga mats. The guys got a whole layout. The bags they gave them, they gave them like a t-shirt or something. The guys got a whole bed full of stuff. It's like, I thought that it was making a step, but it took one step up forward and 5 steps backwards today. And they released a statement. They said there wasn't enough space in the bubble where they got the women's NCAA tournament at. That was their answer for giving them what they gave them. And I think if I was a coach and I had a top 10 team And college basketball,
Surprised you
we
didn't
not
know that
playing.
Nah, I didn't.
I'm not letting my team play. We not staying here.
Okay. That's an option.
Y'all gonna lose money because y'all
Nah,
need us to
you would have
play.
let them play.
Nah, y'all need us.
Because the team
Just
don't
think,
practice hard for you.
if UConn say,
It depends who do it.
If UConn say we not playing, all that stuff gonna be fixed.
Right.
None of that's gonna be like that.
That's true.
It's certain teams you need to play.
It's
in the
only a
tournament.
couple.
It's like 5 of them.
It's only a couple. In
You
women's
need them to
basketball, it's
play.
only a couple.
It's not like men. Men you
Nah,
can have.
you got South Carolina, you got UConn,
What if
you got
you
a couple.
win though? What if they put you in there and you win? What if they put Townsend in there with Connecticut?
See, let me ask y'all this. Let me ask y'all this. Y'all tell me what y'all think, because the reality is
she went, right?
who?
De Leon. De Leon.
No, she went to Delaware. When she was in my conference.
She even went to the blue and yellow team, the regular Delaware, not Delaware State.
Yeah.
She went to UConn.
She transferred.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
She went to
Oh,
UConn.
Kim. There we go, Kim.
Then she
Yeah,
started playing. She quit basketball. She started playing volleyball.
Let me ask y'all this as far as women's basketball, because I don't know the answer, right? Because the reality is the reality. Like, the guys are bringing in the money, right? But it's not. Is it fair that women get treated the way they getting treated? No. But they are bringing in the major bucks. So how do we balance that out at all?
I mean, if you more people are watching women's basketball now.
Okay.
We have way more women dunking basketballs now. It's women just as good now. Well, like now, these women coming up. So
you think the women coming up now is better than your era?
Mm-hmm.
You serious?
They probably more. They
I'm
probably.
gonna ask you again before
They probably more skilled.
Before you wow. Before you wow. Before you wow with it. Remember back in the day before you wow with it. I'm gonna ask you again.
I'm talking about
Don't
they're more
worry about that.
athletic. They're more
the
athletic.
kids coming up now,
They're more athletic.
the girls coming up now playing basketball is better than your era.
Yes, I do.
Okay. Okay. The boys coming up.
Wait, what do you mean better? That's a vague type of statement. Just overall better, or I think this generation is way more skilled than us, and you know why I'm gonna say that.
Why? Because
we wasn't
workouts.
Because we wasn't taught anything. We was just naturally
We were just
good.
playing.
We was just playing, and we got by on that. I was teaching Ray stuff. I'm damn near the same age as her.
And
Like-
we didn't even play the same position.
The hell? Like, we teaching each other stuff. We're going to games and taping and scouting our opponents ourselves in high school.
So who better, Joel Embiid or Shaq?
That's
Well, the game is
no, that's not
different
fair.
today.
That's not
Yes, it
fair to
is.
say.
It's always
That's not
fair.
fair to
The
say.
game is different.
I mean, right now it's Shaq.
Why?
Well, Shaq
Why?
won't be able to play.
Embiid is more skilled than Shaq.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shaq was dominant.
Because
God-given dominant.
The league is too soft for Shaq right now.
Shaq would average 47 points a game today.
Wilt Chamberlain.
Shaq was different, bro.
Shaq was just God-given naturally, like on
He
a
is
different.
probably the most skilled big man ever played basketball.
True.
Shaq is the most.
But Shaq is the most God-given big man that we ever seen.
Even at 40, he was still giving people bowls at 250.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Because he won the chip with the Heat. So, nah, Shaq was
So
different.
Joel Embiid
And
better
young
than-
Shaq was different.
So Joel Embiid better than Akeem Olajuwon.
They were-
Not yet. I would still put Akeem. Joel got still things to prove, bro. Joel ain't.
Yeah.
This is great.
He's
What he
having
doing?
a great
Yeah,
season
it's just great
this year.
season, but it's not the playoffs. Like, you make your name in the playoffs. He could.
Yo, to say what Ray's saying about the women's, because I think you should go back. The women's game is different, bro. They way more skilled.
Okay.
Way more skilled.
Oh,
In my
man.
opinion. And like as long as you get more players, like it's aside of the top 5 teams, but like those teams that really like UConn and them, like UConn and them should be making statements against individuals.
I mean, but now we're having upsets in women's college basketball. We didn't have that.
That's
in our
interesting.
era.
Because
Same with
the
men's.
talent is starting to they get
Yeah. That tells a lot. So okay.
Some of them are what? Some of them with these.
You know what?
Yeah, we got
It's
like
crazy. Like you never used to see that in my days. Like you can see like the growth. Like in my days when it was like 5 high school players dunking. Now every kid dunking. You know what I'm saying? Like it's different, bro. Like It's totally different. But these females game, it's the reason why Kobe was so adamant about the women's game. It's the reason why Kyrie took over. It's like, yo, the women's game is gonna be that thing, bro. It's no doubt about it. It just, you know,
Let's
that stuff we're already talking about can't happen because then you erode the whole confidence in the whole system and everything.
Nikito eats. He deliver. He do what he do. Where they can find you at, man?
This.
Where they can find you at, Nikito?
Wait, whoa, what we got here?
I seen on the doorstep.
Huh?
It was on the
Oh, this not yours. Oh, I thought. Look. Come here, Nick. Come on the side of Ray real quick. Look.
Hey, Wild and Woody.
Listen, I had some good food in my life. It's the best chef in America. It's the best chef in America. I ain't gonna say the world yet because, you know, for other reasons. But it's the best chef in America right here, man. What's your handles, Nick?
Keto. That's my middle name. What is it?
Speak a little louder, Nick.
What is it?
Yeah, I'm gonna give that out. That's Top Style Catering.
There we go.
That's much easier.
There we go. Amazing. So let's end with this. Cause Ray, I've seen your growth. Like, I'm first of all, I'm extremely proud of you that who you matured into. You know, just seeing you grow up as a kid and just seeing your maturation. I'm really proud of it because a lot of people ain't growing. But that's another conversation for another day. But I'm really proud of you, and you got a clothing line called Robert Christine, and I just want you to, you know, just talk about briefly why you started it and what it means to you.
All right, so I started it for my nephew. I wanted to. He has the same amount of passion I have for fashion, so I wanted to give him something to do because I don't want him to just think like he didn't go to college. I don't want him to think like life is over. I'm gonna just go get like a regular job and just be here. So I'm just trying to help him try to find himself. Still, while I'm trying to find myself, because I still don't know what I want to do. I'm not doing what I love right now. So I'm just trying to help him figure out what he wants to do while I try to figure out what I want to do because we both have the same love and passion for something. We got something in common. And it's, so the Robert Christine is for our grandparents who passed away. So my sister really came up with the name for it. And I just, like, our family is just so tight, so, like, why not keep it in the family? And Robert Christine just sounds like it sound like something.
Just sound dope.
I've never seen her so transparent before. I've never seen her talk before. Like, this is ridiculous.
Yeah, this
is.
She grew up a lot. This
is out of the ordinary.
She grew up a lot.
I was very nervous.
Like.
But I think we need more transparency like this.
You never knew what she was thinking until she hit a 3 in your eye. Like she was just walking around as regular, and then you go to court and she be like,
yeah. That's why
you be like, what the?
That's why nobody even knew that I knew how to play basketball. Nobody knew until Mr. Fern. He told my dad. He saw me in the window, and he told my dad. He said, "Yo, your daughter know how to play basketball. You need to get her on the team." My dad like, "What?" But the reason, you know why I started playing basketball?
No.
So when I was about to come to Morgan in that summer,
you saw me play against your brother, right?
You was trash when we was in middle school.
No.
Who?
I didn't even know him.
Who was trash?
Come on, we know this, Wayne.
Who was trash?
All right, go ahead, Ray.
So
we'll talk about it.
I was like, yo, you about to go to Morgan, and they already there.
Oh, I knew it was about to go.
They them guys, right? And so I was like, yo.
Who them guys?
They used to.
What team?
Bro,
so they
talk,
used to
bro. Tell the team. Don't say them guys like that.
They used to say,
no, you don't get green.
I'm invisible.
Yeah.
I'm invisible. I'm invisible.
All right. Who is those guys?
I'm
Ray?
invisible.
Who is those guys? Say it.
Bro,
say
you know what it is. You know what it's hitting for at Morgan,
Say the
bro.
team. The blue and gold, right?
You know it's hitting for
my
bro.
bro.
No,
Right?
I don't know about them.
No.
Joker's averaging
black and
27 in the
gray.
game, bro.
The black and gray
Black
on
and
Bear
gray.
Brook, on whatever the street
You
is
know
called.
that. You know what it was. I had the black and gray high top Air Ones, boy.
Yeah, and I was just like, I used to be wondering why y'all used to stay after school all the time. I was like, yo, when I get to Morgan, I'm staying at the school, yo. So I was like, yo, I gotta do something. They got girls basketball. I'm like, I gotta learn how to play basketball. So that whole summer, I never showed nobody until he saw me in the window and he saw me playing. He told my
You
dad.
never told me that.
Yeah, I never told nobody. I was like, nah, yo. I was like, yo, and you gotta be good.
We was in school together. You was in 5th. We was in 8th, right?
Yeah, I was like, yo, it was the summer when I was about to go to the 5th grade. I was like, but you can't be, you gotta be good. Like, I told myself that. I was just in the back shooting. Whenever y'all wasn't playing, I was just shooting. And he told my dad, and then my dad took me to try out for the Bells. And I was actually good. I was like, oh, yeah. I was like, yeah. And then when I went in the gym and I saw all whack things, I was like, we real now.
We get her.
Oh, yeah.
See, that's what happened at Morgan, Wayne. You ain't had nothing to look
I
forward
didn't
to
even
at
know
Basel.
Basel.
Whoa.
You ain't had nothing to look forward to.
Whoa. Time out.
What?
All right, all those
Talking about what?
When I went to Canada High, it was a nigga named Black Ice, Jingling,
Ice,
Bonzo.
Ice was incredible.
He averaged 70 points. High.
Ice was
I
incredible.
remember seeing her,
Ice
Left
was incredible,
hand,
but that
wherever you
was
went.
7th grade year.
We talking about middle school right now, right?
I'm from 6th and Fairmont.
We took it
Played
back.
against them a lot.
Wayne.
What?
Ice was.
Ice was the next thing. He was supposed to be the next. He was the next thing.
I used to think he was good, real good.
Ice had 30-something points with his left hand in middle school.
Yeah,
It had a
Against
cast
us.
on his hand.
He had a cast on his hand. That's true.
I remember that.
But overall, well, Wayne, there's
What?
nothing coming out of Bonzo. Y'all had 1,000 cheerleaders. That's how y'all. That was the best y'all could do. Like basketball wise though, y'all was 4-4 every year.
Niggas had Coochie sweaters on and hats too. Yo, and we meet at the skating ring and all that. We had the Hoogies and the Hoogies and the J's and these. That's why I'm corny,
Y'all
right?
probably had all
I'm still corny. Like, look, I'm so corny. I'm so corny. Like, I can't deviate. I gotta get these. I call these beef and broccolis, and these not even them.
Yeah, that's
These swamp.